Okay, now I'm going to be really honest here. I don't particularly like gardening. In fact, if I'm being really honest, I get somebody to come and keep mine tidy because I don't like doing it so much. So you may well ask the question, rightly so I suspect, what on earth is she doing in the Botanic Gardens in Dundee? Well, let me show you why I keep coming back to the Botanic Gardens here in Dundee. And you don't have to be a garden lover to really enjoy it. If you are looking for lots of scientific gardening facts and figures, you're watching the wrong video. If, however, you want to know what this garden can offer you, whether or not you enjoy gardening or are knowledgeable about gardening, then keep watching, especially if you want a peek in the amazing greenhouses. I come here regularly, either on my own or with friends visiting the area. I find the Botanic Gardens a place to just be and enjoy, a place to recharge the batteries. It was obvious on this visit that others had similar thoughts. The gardens are very accessible, and there were families with young children, families with teenagers, all enjoying themselves. There was a group of women, obviously visiting for the first time. They'd brought their picnic lunch and sat down to enjoy it in one of the many seating areas around the garden. I chatted for a few moments with an elderly gentleman in a wheelchair who was enjoying the opportunity to get out and about in such a beautiful place on his own. There truly is something for everyone here, and the changing seasons bring their own joys. This garden brings the senses alive. Obviously, there is a lot to see. However, there is a great deal you can listen to. The sound of the eucalyptus leaves rustling in the wind, the chimes, the water trickling. You can touch lots, the bark of a tree, the smoothness of a sculpture. Your sense of smell is activated at almost every turn, and I'm sure there are plenty of edibles in the garden, but for me, the coffee shop does the trick after an hour or so wandering around. I love the way that this garden doesn't try to negate things like the nearby airport, but instead embraces it, taking you through a lovely walk down to the exhibition centre with a view over the airport and the river. I love the way that the garden embraces local history through its sculptures, one of which is reclaimed and repurposed and another which has been replicated. If you're enjoying this video, then please do subscribe. It's free. Go below, hit the red subscribe button and click the notification bell. You can also hit the thumbs up and leave a like if you wish, or even leave a comment. Thank you. For those of you who want a bit more of the scientific, there are numerous information boards around the garden telling you about the Garden of Evolution, where you can follow the evolution of plants over 500 million years. The Genetics Garden, developed in collaboration with the James Hutton Institute. The Australasia Garden with its stunning eucalyptus trees. You can find out about biomes. You can see all kinds of wonderful and exotic plants in the magnificent greenhouses. Did you know that over 1 million species of insects have been identified? You can spend as long or as short a time in the garden as you have, and I can assure you that that time will be well spent, because you will have been able to de-stress if that's what you needed. You will have been able to enjoy a bit of exercise in the fresh air and in beautiful surroundings. You will have learned about the many and varied species of plant life and their habitats. You will have discovered new ideas for your own garden if you're a gardener, and you will have learned to appreciate the work and talents of others if you're not. I enjoy coming to the garden so much that I have now become a friend of the garden and can visit as often as I wish. It only cost me £20 for the year, and I reckon in this time of economic restraint that is one of the best bargains ever. If you're visiting Dundee, then add a visit to the garden to your must-do activities. And if you're local and never visited, then why not? You won't regret making the effort.